So by convention, our president is from our next host of our conference. So the Ghanaian speaker is our president, and our vice president is from New South Wales in Australia, and they are both here this week as part of this executive. And yes, we will be looking at the conference, looking at some of the issues that will be addressed at that conference. Big issues like climate change, women's representation in parliaments, the role of some of our smaller branches like Gibraltar within the CPA. These are all things that will be very much on the agenda for our conference in Ghana in October of this year.
Oh, the first thing that comes to mind is increasing the number of women that we have in our parliaments. In Fiji's case, we've gone from 11 women parliamentarians out of 51 in December of 2020 to now only 5 in April 2023. So we really need assistance from the CPA in how to encourage parliaments, but also parties. And, we should be talking about temporary special measures. Samoa did that. They've got their first woman prime minister in Fiame Naomi Mataafa. And I think that might be something that we need to talk about more as a Commonwealth, is temporary special measures. I know a lot of people are against it, but I think that's the whole point of TSMs. They are just that, temporary, until we normalize having more women in parliament.
We realized that the 30% quota for the women to be a member of parliament has not been achieved yet. And we have been requesting, even as part of the delegates to the annual meeting, has not been achieved yet. And we believe we need help in all aspects in terms of getting encourage people, especially from all the 9 regions of the Commonwealth, to assist the ladies to be interested to participate as the leaders or a member of parliament as well.
I'm delighted that you've chosen our home to be yours too for the next few days. Gibraltar's MPs have benefited greatly from our membership of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association over many decades.
I know Mr. Speaker from Gibraltar is here as well, and can I please welcome the young Youth Parliament members and other members of the Gibraltarian Parliament, and thank you very much indeed.
I think one of the most important things is gender equality. I think that is first and foremost within the CPA, to enhance the program of gender equality and also to bring together small Caribbean countries and the democratic process, enhancing the democratic process, especially in small economies. And the CPA has been very instrumental and progressing and working on furthering the policies of the Caribbean.
I think how we operate collectively as the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association is always a challenge, because we're quite different countries, but we're bound together by the fact that we are members of the Commonwealth. Obviously, climate change will continue to be an issue for countries, and for many of our smaller countries, particularly the Pacific countries, climate change is an incredibly urgent matter. And so it's good to have their perspective and to look at the sorts of issues that they're grappling with.
Gibraltar, one of the smallest members of the Commonwealth in terms of its size and its population, how does it fit into the bigger picture?
One of the strengths of the Commonwealth is that all of its member nations are treated equally. And within the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, we take that very, very seriously, and we give a particular voice to what we call our small branches. And the small branches are those where the population is under 1 million. So obviously Gibraltar is part of that network. And the small branches have provided a really good voice, for example, on issues like climate change, the environment and biodiversity, because many of these small branches are small island developing states, for example, in the Pacific. And it's been great to see small branches like Gibraltar, Malta and others working with those small island developing states to put the environment and climate change higher on our agenda.